I ain't know that's my team. I mean, opponents and shit. Stream up. Niggas jump me. Oh yeah, getting sticky with it. Headshots on these things. I just seen shit was red, bro. I know I wasn't tripping. I couldn't fucking move.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go.
Might stream my Call of Duty journey.
City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. The lane opens here. He's
we fucking them up, bro. 16-9. Second game.
On the loose. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten set.
No, for a minute I was using the
opening kickoff.
And you know what happens too? Now you got to translate what that means, because
I'll let you focus up. I know you're in the game. You tune in after this.
I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they pull off the season sweep. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing is Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A first down throw for Cousins. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Penei Sewell, the 7th overall pick, hit with a penalty there. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Goff now looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw, Goff. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Cousins now. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. He'll find Nwangu underneath. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And they'll run again. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They'll try to run this one in. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Kene Nwangu hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off play action. Here's Goff. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now gone. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Again, Goff. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now it's Peterson. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Maybe a free play here. Cousins. They'll set up the screen for the Wangu. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On 2nd down, here's Wangu. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. You that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They go play action. Cousins. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyler Conklin, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Lions 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Now a first down throw. Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Second and 10.
17.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half, it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Levi Onwuzurike in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Well, they go play action here. Mon. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over first and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Goff's throw there taken in by Hodge. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, here's Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. And he fires one incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Goff. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Goff. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this defense, Charles, quite a performance. Not working on a shutout, but they have still yet to give up a touchdown as they come up with the interception there.
Well, we've seen this from them before because you can move the ball on them through the middle of the field. But once you get into the red zone, that's where they really clamp down. They come up with the interception there, but you know about this crew. They're playing modern defense, taking care of the red zone, 3rd downs, and getting after the quarterback.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Back near the goal line, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Play fake. Cousins. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Goff. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Goff now looking to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Julian Okwara make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normal, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe.
And the pressure gets to him again. Romeo Okwara in there to drop him. It sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. End zone, Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's gone. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd and 2. Once again, it's Swift. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. They'll run on first down. Swift. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I think we just saw an example.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And his kick is indeed good. And the Lions are going to win this game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Lions, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it was needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week.